Welcome to Red V TV as we continue our build-up to the 2023 season. And it's now only 16 days until Saints face Penrith in the World Club Challenge. And it's only fitting that today, Kevin, we're looking at one of our Australian imports.
We are. We're looking at number 16, Curtis Sironen. And Curtis is proudly sponsored by the Branded Items Group.
The Branded Items Group are the #1 trusted supplier of promotional items and branded merchandise. Proudly based in St Helens as well, Kevin. Another great local company putting their support behind the Saints.
Excellent. And they've got a good one here as well. They've got a really good player. He looked like the real deal, didn't he? Especially the second half of the season, looked like one of them that you thought, we've got a proper signing here.
Is it fair to say that when he came over with maybe a little bit of a question mark hanging over him?
Yeah, we'd heard little things about his injury record, and if we kept him fit, he'd be a good fit for us. As with a lot of players who come over, it's just about getting the rhythm, settling into the culture over here, settling into the town and the team. But once he'd done that, I think obviously I can't sidestep the suspensions that might have come up in the season. But once he'd done that, he was a real good addition to our pack.
Yeah, he just needed to lower his targets a little bit, didn't he?
He's a big fella, though. He's a big fella.
I was still surprised to see that he did actually make 24 appearances for us last season. I thought he was banned more than that.
No, and that's it. To be fair to him, he seemed to be irregular. It was just when the most inopportune moments of him getting a ban could come up, mainly because we had other pack members who were joining him at that disciplinary, that it didn't seem like they all were available at the same time to really kind of take the goal forward to other teams. But thankfully he was there for the big one at the end and was in absolutely great form going into it.
Yeah. It's fair to say that he fitted in well with the culture, didn't he? He seemed to embrace the club and the town. And you can see that the due diligence that the club do put into their overseas signings really has gone well. For example, so Curtis, he was talking to Love Rugby League recently, and he actually said it was the best year he's had in his career in terms of performance and just enjoying his footy. He wants to be playing regularly and feel the love again, Kev, and he certainly felt that from the Saints fans. His goal last year was to play as often as possible. Had a few niggles and he wants to stamp them out, and then he obviously playing at Old Trafford was a dream for him, and then he's obviously come back fit and raring to go for 2023.
Yeah, and that's it. The club obviously need the props for going over there and taking a chance. Every signing's taking a chance on someone, but taking a chance on someone who is obviously a talented rugby league player. I completely get that he just wanted to come over, kind of banish any doubts from injuries, probably from his mind as well as just from his game. And he's done that, hasn't he? He's come over, he's kept fit, which is a mix of a good team at Saints, Curtis himself, and a bit of luck as well. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to hopefully a season like he finished last year, because if he gets better again in his second year, he's going to be unstoppable. I mean, you look at the try he scored in Percy's testimonial, where he's supported on the shoulder, and there's a massive gap there for him to go strolling through. It all bodes well for what Paul Wellens has been saying, how he wants us to make them support players. He wants us to see us offloading a little bit more. If you've got the likes of Curtis Sironen backing you up, then we won't be far wrong.
Yeah, there's a lot to be said for having a full pre-season as well.
Yeah,
he obviously didn't get that last year, spending 17 days in quarantine after a Christmas getaway to Rome. which probably knocked him back a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So obviously this year he was able to feel the brunt of playing in that pre-season friendly and feel the cold. So I'm sure he will appreciate the warmth of Sydney more than most when he gets over there.
Definitely. Yeah, that's it. Listen, the pre-season last year didn't go exactly as he planned, did it? So it'll be, I'm sure he'll be better for that run out and the full pre-season, as you say.
It's easy to say, but just more of the same from him this year, isn't it? Just as you said earlier, start this year as he finished the last, and we'll be more than happy.
Yeah, that's it. If he builds up to how he was playing towards the end of last season, or in the second half of last season anyway, he's in for another great season with us.
Not much more to say on Kurt.
Nope.
Kurt. Except he looks at hard get, doesn't he?
He does. Yeah, he just looks like somebody you wouldn't want running at you.
Especially when he's swinging arm out.
I know I'm only like 5'9", 5'10". I think I'd be getting clobbered.
You'd duck under. He'd miss you. He'd go well over your head.
I think that's the thing when we're saying more of the same. I think he'll say himself, he'll just make sure that them tackles are a little bit more refined this year.
Yes. Right. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And we're going to be back once again tomorrow. You're bored of seeing me, Kev?
Always. I mean, no.